Hola, I'm Hannah from Speak Better Spanish. I'm here to help you stop overthinking Spanish and actually speak it. If you've ever felt like learning Spanish as an adult is harder than it should be, you are not alone. A lot of people start with motivation, try a few different things, and then hit a point where they feel stuck or overwhelmed. And usually the problem is not effort, it's the approach. Most learners believe they need a perfect system before they can make progress. They think they need more time, more resources, or more structure. And so they end up doing a little bit of everything. They use apps, they watch videos, they study grammar, they save posts, they try to stay consistent, but they don't feel like they're actually improving. And that's because they're spreading their efforts too thin. What actually works is much simpler. There are three things that consistently lead to progress. The first one is consistency. This is where a lot of people overestimate what they need. They think they need an hour or two every day. But the truth is, consistency matters more than duration. If you can do 20 or even 30 minutes a day, but you do it regularly, you will improve. If you study for 2 hours once a week, you probably won't make the progress that you're hoping to. Your brain needs repetition, it needs exposure over time. The second thing is speaking. This is the biggest gap for most learners. They spend a lot of time understanding Spanish, but very little time actually using it. So when it's time to speak, they freeze. Not because they don't know anything, but because they haven't practiced producing the language. Speaking is a skill, and like any skill, it requires repetition. The third thing is practicing real life situations. This is where most study methods fall short. They focus on random vocabulary or abstract grammar. But in real life, you don't use random words, you use patterns. You talk about your day, you ask questions, you order food, you describe things. So instead of trying to learn everything, focus on repeating these common situations. For example, practice talking about what you did today, even if it's simple. I worked, I went to the gym, I had dinner. Then expand from there. Add details, ask yourself questions, answer them. That's how you build fluency. Now, here's the mistake I see all the time people keep switching methods. They try an app for a week, then a podcast, then a course, then something else, but they never stay consistent with one approach long enough to see results. Progress doesn't come from variety, it comes from repetition. So if you're learning Spanish as an adult, simplify your process. Focus on showing up consistently, speaking regularly, and practicing real life situations. If you want help building a plan like this, you can book a free roadmap session with me. I'll help you figure out exactly what to focus on based on your levels and your goals. Because once your approach is clear, everything starts to feel much easier.